struggle, still gonna catch our dreams. Bills on the table.
Hey everybody, I'm Raylene,
I'm Erin.
and welcome to Broke Activities Podcast.
Good
We're
morning.
two friends in our 40s where we discuss topics navigating life in our 40s, and today we're discussing stress, anxiety, and depression also in our 40s. Those are three things that I think everybody, no matter what age, honestly, has either dealt with or felt. We'll start with stress. I think stress is probably something that well, I feel I can say every day a little bit of
Daily.
stress. Yeah, daily, exactly. I'm navigating it could be whether it's the roof over our heads, it's making sure everything at work is good. What about you, Erin? Some examples.
I mean, just managing a daily schedule of three
Yeah,
children. Well, the oldest one is thank God she's on her own and very self sufficient, so I don't have to worry about that. But I mean, just having a kid that's not another state is stressful.
right.
So just the daily life of scheduling and like you said, there's bills that need to be paid. I mean, yesterday my son's like, oh, my cello doesn't work. I need you to get me a new cello. And I'm like,
Just like
Amazon
nothing.
returns on the daily.
Yeah.
It's just so much of a checklist every day. Every day is
And
a
you're
new checklist.
navigating your home schedule, but also your business. Like you are a business owner. And so your kids at home, but also the stylist, the staff, so yeah,
Yeah.
you are juggling a lot.
Oh, and my own
I am,
clientele on top of it.
yeah, yeah,
So scheduling,
totally.
don't forget
My,
about that.
yeah, my work would be like my team. Um, and then just making sure they have everything they need or they're comfortable or um and then you think like honestly when I come home I de-stress for the most part, but then my mind does start thinking about
Did
okay,
I do
what's going
this?
on,
Yep.
what do we
Yep.
have going on, what bills are coming up, and so stresses are around for
Yes.
everybody.
It's all day, every day.
um yeah,
Because like you
stress.
said, once you come home, well, at least for me, the least stressful place for me is my work.
Hmm.
I thank God I work around really amazing women that have my back and that will help me if I need it, you know? Um, and I have an assistant there so I can kind of like delegate basically. My husband's a great person to delegate to. There's a good chance it might not get done. And then there is a good,
Right,
there's just like, I take on a
right,
lot more
yeah.
than I think he would, but he handles the day to day physical things like
Hmm.
laundry and cooking and stuff like that. So that's one thing I don't have to worry about. But when I come home is when a whole nother, I feel like I have least amount of time here to get the most amount accomplished,
Yeah, no, totally. I hear you.
you know?
And I think everybody, if I haven't mentioned it, I'm on a wellness journey. Again, I think every chapter of my life I've been on one, but that also is
But that's
stressful.
healthy. That
I
should be
Yeah,
how life is.
yes, it is, but the stress part of it, it's more like funny because where I'll start something new, like a new diet or a new way of eating. And if I don't lose 10 pounds in like the first week, I'm all, this isn't working. What the heck am I doing wrong? Da, da. And kind of like stressful about how my body's changing in my 40s. I don't know if I mentioned I'm like always sweating. Like
Hmm.
I swear it's just like uncomfortable and so yeah, that adds stress to my life too, like mini
Yeah.
stressors, not so much
Actual
where I'm like
physical stress. Yeah.
like yes, but totally. Oh, I recently, well, not recently, but last, I think it was during summer or last year when you opened the salon. I know
Yeah.
before something, I think work, I don't know what it was, but I started getting really stressed out and I flared up with eczema for the first time.
I did that last year
So
too.
now I'm like, wait, is that because I'm in my 40s, my body, my immune system? So that's something now added that will
Yep.
tend to come back, and I
Yep.
need to manage that.
Yep. Yep.
What the heck?
I mean, we have a friend that breaks out in rashes, so it's like
Yeah.
yeah, eczema is a real thing and a lot of people have it. A lot of people do.
So I find myself looking for what's the best like body care products. What should I use? My skin's even gotten more sensitive where the detergent I use has to be like free and clear.
Fragrant free.
Like
You're like a
yeah.
freaking infant again.
Like,
You're all
yes.
in the
Am I
like
using,
baby
what is it,
section.
Dreft? What was the baby one? It's
Literally.
oh my gosh. But seriously, the Johnson and Johnson stuff smells so good. Just the
It
baby
does.
like scents. Oh,
It brings me
I'd be
back to
falling
like having a
asleep. I'm
baby. I'm
like,
like, why do we
just
get rid of
everything
this when
just
babies are
smells.
older? We should have it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, that's why they sleep amazing. It smells so good. They're
Seriously,
just
the lavender.
relaxed. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like free and clear everything. I'm like, great. But yeah, I'm looking at anybody. If you have recommendations, eczema, like what to use, best body products.
Do you know
I
what's
also have to use
actually,
fragrance free.
you know what's
What?
actually, I don't know if it's true, so I'm not a doctor, don't quote me, but do you know what actually helps it the most is breast milk.
Well, where the heck am I going to get that on the black
I don't know.
market?
Ask somebody if they
I'm
have
sure
extra
maybe
frozen breast
Craigslist.
milk.
Maybe Craigslist, huh?
She's
Seriously?
all just buttering her face every morning.
Well, I was gonna say, okay, but seriously, when you said that, I'm thinking, well, if you make it into ice cubes, then you can kind of like rub it on your body,
I
right?
please
Like
be the
kind of,
please be the guinea pig, please.
yeah, so crazy. Yeah, so stressors definitely in our life in our
So what have
40s.
you learned to do to de-stress and like what helps you manage stress?
Okay, so I'm a homebody. I love just watching something on TV,
Okay.
like British
Your
baking
mind
show.
can disconnect
Love.
is what you're saying.
Yes, a comedy. It could be even a comedy that I watch multiple times. Like I'll just throw that on again. And it just like seriously
Yeah.
relaxes me. It really does de-stress me. Saying no to things or having not as busy of a schedule
Mm,
because I'll tend to like kind of feel a little stressed if somebody asks me, "Hey, let's do something," or and I'm like looking at my schedule, I'm like, "Can I squeeze that in? Do I do it? What do I do to, like I
yeah.
really do I
Pressure.
want to hang out,
Yeah.
but then after I say, "Oh, let's reschedule," or how about this weekend? I'll throw out a different date and they say, "Yeah." I'm like, oh, like kind of my shoulders drop to where I'm
Literally.
all, oh, it was that easy. So
Yep.
definitely learned communication, like,
Yeah.
is the best thing. And
Absolutely.
how I'm thinking about something and I'll stress out about my response, it's not even that big of a
It
deal.
ain't that
But
deep.
I used to hype it up so much in my head
Mm, mm.
before. And then now I'm like totally like, oh, no, thank you. But you have, go ahead or next time
Yeah.
it's
You're so good at that.
perfect.
You've been so
It's so
consistent like
perfect.
that. I pretty much our entire friendship. And I've always
Yeah,
appreciated it.
like,
I'm like, oh, she's just not gonna go. Let's just
Or I'll
keep
be like, I'll go and I'll make a cameo, and then I'm like, perfect, all right,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
see you
You do.
soon.
You do. You do. Absolutely.
I think I like at the salon opening, I was like there right. Well, everybody got there super early, but like right when it opened, and you're like, "Woo," and then I'm like, okay,
Okay,
like
bye.
perfect. Yeah.
And remember when we would go out, like I would do the Irish goodbyes.
Irish goodbye. Yes,
What did you
totally.
call
The
me for
Uber
the
was there.
magician?
Magician. Yes. All of a sudden, we're like at the district, and then you're gone.
Goodbye. I'm going to Del
Yeah.
Taco in my
Oh
cab.
my gosh, Del Taco has the best French fries, hands down. Do you think they have
Literally.
the best, like what I would say, Del Taco and McDonald's? Best
Yes.
crinkly cut French fries with the salt on it?
It's like the perfect food
Mm.
for after going out, like on your ride
Yes,
home.
Del Taco.
Because they
I
have so
used,
many
yeah.
options. You could do a burger. Their burgers are bomb.
Okay, I barely, that's so funny that you just said that. Do you know I barely tried their burger? Fred got one, barely. This was
Double
like
Del?
when
A
that,
double Del?
I think that's what
It's
he
been on
got.
my menu all forever.
Aaron,
It's
we
like
go
their
to the
equivalent to a
fair.
Big Mac.
The Orange County Fair, everything was like $80. And we're like, okay, we just tried something there. And we drove through Del Taco. And he's like, I'm going to get a burger. And I'm all, oh, he's all, no, you have to try it. Hands down,
Bomb.
top three burgers. Like
100%.
delicious.
My
What the
kids
heck is,
my kids have one at least once a week. Like they'll
what?
pick the double Del cheeseburger over In-N-Out sometimes.
Oh no, I would totally get that again. It was
Yeah,
freaking delicious.
it's
I
so
never
good.
even tried it. I
Yeah,
would
it's
always
because
just
they
get a
have like the
chicken
shredded
quesadilla.
lettuce in it. Oh, it's so
I
good.
love shredded lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so convenient. Anybody out there? Comment shredded lettuce over having to chop it up. Yes, totally.
Literally. Um,
Let's jump into anxieties though. We got stress,
okay,
stuff
stress.
that kind of induces stress. And I mean those are kind of similar to me,
I
but
don't let my
anxiety,
brain go. Like I'll say it. My daughter and I say it all the time. Like, oh, you're giving me so much anxiety, but it's not really
yeah,
anxiety.
you're just saying a phrase.
Yeah, but I just I will control my mind before it gets to that point. And I think most of my friends that suffer with anxiety like can't control the thoughts yet. You know what I mean? So it tends to just
Yes.
go from stress to anxiety
Yeah.
without having the mental control. If I feel myself getting to a point where I'm like stressed out, I'm starting to deep breathe. First thing I do is deep breathe. Then I'm like, I'll start delegating things immediately. I'll call
Mm-hmm.
somebody that
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, can you do this for me? Because I can't handle this right now. You know, whatever. It's usually my
Yeah.
husband. He's good with that. And then it's just a mind control. Then again, I dumb it down to like, just do three things on that checklist. Like if it's a checklist situation that I'm like feeling like I'm overwhelmed with, first thing I do is delegate. And then second thing I do is just like break it down to three things. What are three things that I can accomplish right now? You know, I stay realistic with it. You know, you can't let your mind go to a place where you can't, now I'm heavy breathing. I can't feel my
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
It just becomes so overwhelming that you can't get back, you know. But
Totally.
then when you if you do get to that point, I've seen my girlfriends that have had anxiety attacks in front of me, and it's usually like like a trauma response to something that just happened. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just the breathing. You got to dumb it down. You got to focus. You got to, you know, focus on something like water. Okay, go to a faucet and turn the faucet on and just focus on water. You know,
And is it like clear out everything that's around you, like all the other noise, and then you are
yes.
just honing in on that one thing?
Yes. And then
Okay.
then your mind is more controlled and it's a little bit more, you got control over your mind again. And
Yeah.
then you can start like, okay, now I need to call somebody. Now I need to, whatever the
Got it.
checklist is. But
That's one thing as I've gotten older, anxiety. I definitely get anxiety. I totally
what's your
trip
first
myself
sign of
out over
anxiety?
things. I haven't had a full-blown attack. I mean, yet. Hopefully, I don't. But mine is, it's all in my head. Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll be, so maybe work-wise, not full-on anxiety, but I start slowly like getting a little anxious. Well,
Anxious.
I guess that's anxiety, but like if stuff, meetings come up, or I this has to be done, somebody's emailing in this, like everything's
Deadlines.
urgent. But what I tend to do, like you mentioned, okay, ask them, perfect, when do you need this by? Is it okay if you have this by this date? Then I can put it in order. So
Mm-hmm.
work, totally fine. Personal, that
Yeah.
is where I get anxiety. So I told you, I mean, I've flown, I've been on a plane, I've traveled by myself. Remember, I was lost in Spain. And so I like was totally fine flying. Something triggered and I will not get on a plane. I can't. I, in my mind, it's bigger than what it is. I start thinking I'm gonna jump out the exit door, or I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
like do
I have
this.
no
So I
control.
won't even,
It's,
I
you have
have
no
like
control.
typed, so I can't even put myself in the situation to
Mm-hmm.
book a flight to go somewhere. I would rather not even plan like
Right.
something local. Like, like, oh, if we're
Yeah.
driving,
Yep.
totally. I
Road
just
trips.
cannot. And now I think it's snowballed into this huge thing where it is so overwhelming for me to even think about flying.
Yeah.
And then my algorithm in my phone, it's all plane crash here, helicopter Huntington Beach. Da, da. So it what that's what, yeah, that's what came up on my TMZ. That's where I get my news. Um, but that is like my mind. It's all, was it on TMZ? If not, it didn't happen. So I like totally freaking it's in my head. It is just now,
Yeah.
it's so
Well, and
overwhelming.
it's the one vehicle that you have no control over. Like you have no control over the whole situation. So
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
be so content with getting on a seat, laying back and just relaxing. Like
And it,
that is where your
yeah.
mind has to be to travel on a plane.
I think it is also, though, now I don't know if I'm getting claustrophobic.
Yeah,
It's just
so
even thinking of the spaces. Go ahead, Erin.
yes. It's funny that you say that because my husband typically gets anxiety getting on the plane, and he didn't recognize it as anxiety until he got older. And he's gone through bouts of not drinking, drinking, not drinking, whatever. So when he was
Yeah.
younger and he flew, and especially in his 20s, he would drink all the time, you know. And now that he's kind of like pulled back on that a lot. When we fly, he doesn't drink. And so he,
It's his feelings. He feels
I
everything, right? It's
that's
like
what I
there's
said. I'm
nothing.
like, you are
Yeah.
balls to the wall in your work. Like you're on top of
Yeah.
like huge skyscrapers. Like how do you not get anxiety up there, but then you get anxiety on a plane?
It's
Like that's
just in our head.
crazy.
But it's in our head. I get
Yeah,
it.
and so we dumbed it down to basically he's like I'm not afraid of dying. It's not that. He's like I'm
Yeah.
content with dying today, you know? Um it's the claustrophobic. It's that everything's closing in on me and I can't breathe, you know? And
Hmm.
what if all the oxygen is gone? You know, it's just like that whole thing and I'm like, "Whoa, I never even thought
I
when I
get
get on a
it. Oh
plane,
yeah.
I go to sleep. Goodbye. It's my nap time."
Yeah. See, if I could like weekend at Bernie's it like that, I
Yeah.
totally would be fine. But
I
I just
promise
like
we're going to with you,
like
Raylene.
just with the shades on.
We're going to
Like,
Sayulita with
yeah.
you at
I need
some
to go.
point.
I know. And I want, okay, so my bucket list, if when, I don't want to say if I get over, when I get over my fear of flying,
When?
I want to go to like the different Disney worlds or go visit or go do, like, I need to
Yes.
live life.
Yes. There's
We're
such a big world
40.
out there
We're
that we need to
aunties.
go
I
see.
know. And I can only go to Palm Springs so many times, you know, Palm Springs. Like, it's all just Palm Springs and Arizona every year,
Literally.
Vegas, same
Literally.
places. But yes, anxiety is one thing I do struggle with. And please, our listeners, our friends, our broke besties, if you have any tricks or tips or anything, please let me know. Like, what helps you? Because
And
maybe deep breathing, meditation,
yes,
stretching,
you know
yeah.
what? Um, our marriage therapist started working with Curtis on his
Hmm.
anxiety, and
Uh-huh.
he can fly no problem, and he can fall asleep on planes now. So
Wait,
I'll
so
ask
what
him,
did
but
what yeah,
whatever she
please.
talk, but he does a mindset thing, like a
Yeah.
reset before he gets on the plane and while he's on the plane. And what she did at first, I think she started having him like listen to audiobooks while getting on the plane or whatever. I'll ask him exactly what it was, but
Was that to maybe keep his mind busy or kind of don't feel like so he didn't have time to kind of think of, oh my
yeah,
gosh, we're,
yeah,
like,
yeah. He's not thinking, overthinking things, and because if you have ever, I won't sit with him on the plane because he drives me nuts. But he's
you guys sit
constantly
separate?
checking. He's checking. He's putting the AC on. I mean, it
So,
is
does the AC work? The light, pushing the
guy
light.
chill.
Wait, do you guys sit separate? Like you
I
have a
would, yeah.
different aisle?
I make him sit with the kids, and I sit separate. Goodbye.
You're like
I
this with
go.
the eye
So
mask?
it's so fucked up. But last time we were on the plane, like all of us got put in different areas. So Alyssa sat with the
Hmm.
kids. I was in one aisle and Curtis was behind me, and I go, guys, what would you do if the plane was going down, right? And then we're like, I don't know, what do we do? And I was like, well, I'm like, I'll look at you guys and be like, bye,
It's been real.
goodbye,
Bye.
and they were
Oh
like
my
dying. They're like,
gosh.
mom. And I was like,
Oh, to be
anyways,
young and just like, the kids are like just totally laughing about it. Now in my
yeah, they
40s, I'm
don't
like,
care. My kids fly well.
yeah,
They
freak
don't
out
give a
about
crap.
everything.
Yeah.
I used to love it. I used to love them.
But yeah, I would love to hear what other people do to de-stress,
Yeah.
decompress. I think
Yeah.
my sister did I think she got her whole PhD on it. And her PhD was basically on people that did dog rescue, so like veterinarians, people that were in shelters, stuff like that. But she had to
Oh,
go through a series of meditations with them and
yes.
test to see if it worked, if it brought their stress levels down, and it did. She proved that it did work. So meditation, and I think that's really what he does before he gets on the plane, is he walks himself through this like meditation. Is hey, at the end of the day, control is a false sense of like I've got everything going and I can
Hmm.
control the situation. We actually don't. The universe will,
Right.
or God, whatever,
Yeah.
they will let you
Yeah.
know when
It's
it's
out of
your
our
time.
control. Hmm.
Yeah. So at that point, if you can really release your stress to like whatever's going to happen is going to happen, whether I like it or
Yeah.
not, and just give me the strength to get through it if it should happen, and that is like one thing I had to be okay with when you have a kid is you're going to put these kids out in the world, and that's how I get through having an adult that's not
Yeah.
in my state. Is I know she's mentally prepared. Whatever happens, happens. I watch way too much true crime to be like, I would stay up all night. but I'm just
Yeah.
like, I pray on it. Please keep her safe. I pray on my kids' health. I pray on my whole family, my friends. And I just say, please give me the strength to survive anything that does happen. So at the end of the day, it's this mantra of controlling your thoughts that I think can really help decompress. And if you can find a meditation studio or a yoga studio that you can learn how to quiet your body and your mind together, I mean, and I think exercise could also help, like going on a run. Like I said, when I hug my husband in the morning, you can feel your body just like release. What you just said,
Yeah.
you just can feel yourself
Your
drop a little
shoulders
bit.
drop, shoulders
Yes.
drop, and you
Going
feel
for a walk
safe.
can help
Like
that
he's
as
your
well.
safe
So
space.
yeah, and when I'm walking every night when I do my walks, I'm having a checklist going on in my head. When I'm done with this walk, what can I do right now that can like figure things out? And then when I get home, I have like a whole thing that I get to do. And then
Yeah.
that's when you sleep well, is when you feel like you accomplished something on that list. Then you go to
Right.
bed and you're just like, okay, I've done enough for the day. Thank you.
Totally, Erin. And I'm
You know,
taking away from that only you can only control things that are you can control. Like, is that one?
Literally, I don't even,
But yeah, when things aren't in your control, what are you going to do about it?
yeah,
You're going to
it's a
freak
false
out.
sense of
You're
control.
you're hyping yourself up over something that you can't even really control.
None.
So it's wasting your energy when
Literally.
it's like just give it, put it back into the space and let it
Yes.
happen. Watch it
Yes.
unfold. I agree.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
totally take that away today.
Yeah.
Well, the last key topic for today would be depression. Yeah, I think probably, I'm sure I have experienced it, but I didn't think I was. Maybe I was just going through a phase in my life, like when my dad passed.
Yeah.
I want to say that's when I was like heavily like I got into like drinking, going out. I still like got through life and I really didn't feel emotions, but I'm sure I was like totally struggling.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I think maybe I probably was, but I really didn't have the key signs, like, or you not key
Yeah.
signs, but what people would consider like me
Yes.
sleeping all the time. It was a
Yes.
different form of
Yes.
depression, I'm thinking,
Yes.
looking back on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like. I deal with a deal. I have a lot of women in my life that are going through hormone adjustments. One of my good friends, she's starting like premenopause or menopause, and she also was on antidepressants, and she's like, oh, I'm going to start taking this hormone and I'm going to get off the antidepressant. I'm going to get off the
Hmm.
antidepressant while I'm doing this hormone change. Well, do not do that. When the hormone started adjusting her chemical imbalance, she fell and nothing was there to catch her. And usually it's her antidepressants that would catch her. I mean, she went into, and I
She like
noticed it. I
spiraled.
noticed she started becoming manic on certain subjects. Like her son's older, like in high school. And she started being worried that there wasn't enough food in the house. And she just couldn't get off that thought. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, he can go drive and get him food. And it
Yeah.
was just she was focused on it. And I was like, that's interesting. I've never seen her like this before. Next appointment, it was like, I can't get out of bed. I can't sleep. I'm up. Like, and then it became like, okay, like nobody can leave her alone. She's not well. Like,
But
this is
she
not
didn't
okay.
see it in herself, right? It's like
Oh, she did. She was like,
she
she would
oh
look
she
and
did,
just
she knew
tears
something.
are coming down her face and is just like,
Oh my
I'm afraid to be alone.
gosh.
I'm I'm worried I'm going to do something, and I'm like, okay, like you need help. And so it was like, I don't ever get involved in personal life, but I'm like, she's such a dear friend of mine. I was just like,
Yeah.
should I text her husband? Should I get involved, because I don't know who she's talking to. So, and she ended up getting out of it, and thank God. But I mean, it was scary because she didn't want to book a next appointment. She's like, I don't know if I want to. That's when you bring your work home, is when you're worried and you're just like, oh my gosh, please don't do something. Please, you're praying on it every day. But it can get to that point where they don't see hope and they don't see a worthiness of like coming back again, and they feel like they're too much for everybody around them. And it breaks my heart because nobody should ever feel like that. I'm
Right.
just like, I'm trying to like instill, I love you so much, but but so many people suffer. And I want people to know that you don't have to suffer alone. You are never too much for somebody, for anybody. Everybody that is around you. And has such a good support group that her friends, family, husband, everybody like stopped everything and was like, we're here. Somebody's with her on the clock. Let's go. This is go time. And so thank God. And she knows that she has a great
Yeah,
support
that's a
system.
great
We love her
outcome
dearly.
because that honestly, yeah, like you said, could have gone in a
I mean,
different direction. Thank
I've
goodness.
seen it get real
And
dark,
and it
and
was all from just medication just changing.
a chemical imbalance, really. Like she already had depression issues,
Wow.
so she stayed on antidepressants, and then the hormone adjustment at the same time. So her and I talk about this all the time. Like, we need to talk about this because women go through hell when they're going through menopause. And if they
Yeah.
have any type of chemical imbalance or depression in their history, it is a very scary slope that you're going on. And you need to be very clear with your doctors what you're going through and clear with your family. Because it wasn't quick. It wasn't a quick fix. I mean, she had to hold on for 4 or 5 months, I would say, maybe almost 6 months to get her out of that thought process that I'm too much for everybody. And I think I'm putting too much on everybody else.
Emphasis, Aaron, on what you mentioned. Be clear. This is the time when be vulnerable. You don't have to be like, I got this. I'm going to do this. Like
No,
be
you're not
honest with your
superwoman.
doctor. Say
No.
everything because, or be honest with your friends. Reach
Yes.
out. Like, we're
Call
here for you.
us. Text us.
Totally.
We will get you
Yep.
help. You can email us. I mean, there's anonymous lines, depression lines. You can reach out. We can make the call with you. We can talk you, but do not think you're too much. There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
You're
Even
meant to
and
be
if you
here
don't want
too.
to talk, somebody wants to do a FaceTime, we could just have the TV on. I'm a homebody. We could, just watch a show together. I'm here for you. We're here for
We are
you.
here. We are here. But
So
let's
thank you.
let's work on these things so we don't have to get to this
Yeah.
point. So let's work on
Yes.
depression. Let's work on stress. Let's work on
Yep.
all of this. Reach out. Make your doctor's
Anxiety.
appointments today.
Hmm.
And
And
therapy. Therapy
yeah,
is great
therapy.
for all of this. Do not be afraid of therapy. It's helped my husband wonders. It saves our marriage sometimes. So, a good therapist that will hold you
And there's
accountable.
options.
Yes.
You can do online now. Like now it's just
Yes.
so easy and convenient that
Adding tools to the
yeah.
belt is
Yeah.
so easy, and it's attainable. All of us can
Yeah.
learn and grow. We don't all have to suffer through this.
Well, this was a great discussion today, Erin. Thank you so much for getting our day started together as we do. Everybody, don't
Yay.
forget, reach out to us, comment, email. You can follow us on Instagram, Broke Activities. You can send us an email, brokeactivitiespodcast@gmail. And we're on Spotify. And if I missed anything, Erin, please chime in.
I wasn't paying
YouTube,
attention. I
YouTube.
don't
I
know.
always miss YouTube.
YouTube. That's the only one I can remember. You go through like
And I think
five,
we
and I'm
have
like
one
YouTube,
video.
YouTube
I know.
every time.
I think we're everywhere, Broke Activities Podcast. So,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
you know
enjoy
what?
your day.
I'm
And
gonna
yeah,
try this. I'm gonna Google Broke Activities podcast and see like what actually comes up.
yeah. Enjoy your day, everybody. And thank you for joining us. Until next time. Bye.
Bye. Oh, and